The guy at the bar said to me, man, would you look at her move? He said, who wouldn't love a girl like that? And I said, only a fool. Cause a fool like me would never trust and tear it apart and tell her he loved her and still break her heart. Yeah, out on the town while she falls apart at the seams. A fool like me would stand her up on a Saturday night, coming home smelling like a cheap Calvin Klein, drowning in whiskey. That's the man I would be. So when you ask who would love her, I guess a fool like me. Right now I'm kind of thinking that I'd make her one hell of a man. If I just head to the bar right now and put a drink in her hand. She probably drinks with the best of the boys. She's probably sweet as can be. It's too bad she's just a little too cool for a fool like me. Cause a fool like me would build her trust and tear it apart and tell her he loved her and still break her heart. Out on the town while she falls apart at the seams. A fool like me would stand her up on a Saturday night, you coming home smelling like a cheap Calvin Klein, drowning in whiskey. Yeah, that's the man I would be. So when you ask who would love her, I guess a fool like me. Well, I ought to put down this bottle and walk up and see. That kind of stuff don't happen to a fool like me. Like me would go out when I should stay home. Coming home late, keep leaving her all alone. A heartache about to happen, that's what I'd be. A fool like me would have it all going so good, and I'd mess it up just like I knew I would. See, it really don't matter, ain't no reason to see. So when you ask who would love her, I guess a fool like me. So when you ask who would love her, I guess a fool like me. A fool like me. Yeah, only a fool like me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Thirsty Thursday podcast.
Aye. Hey, what's up, everybody? Derek, this is episode number 44.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Hey, we're getting better at remembering this, dude, surprisingly. With our increasingly
It only
old age.
Took like fucking 38 episodes to start remembering
I know.
shit, but
We're probably going to fuck up the 50th, I think. We're getting close, though, man.
we
It's
are.
It's a milestone.
That'd be a month and a half or so away.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Obviously, we've done more episodes than that, but the Thirsty Thursday, it's kind of its own thing. Everything else kind of just sporadically comes out. But, yeah, this is something we consistently do. And, yeah.
Yeah, we got drunk and started doing some Trench Bros shit over the weekend.
Oh, yeah, man.
I didn't even watch the video. I'd be too ashamed.
Well, I didn't realize We probably drank faster than they do.
And
And yeah, we got, and they probably split it between more than 2 people. So
yeah.
I would think, I don't know.
Plus, I was pretty fucking lit when I went into that.
Oh yeah, we've been drinking all day, but let's get back to that, Derek. First, let's talk about our sponsors, the ones that make this possible and help us promote local music
Yes, sir.
throughout our show. This is sponsored by Top Shot Paint Repair at topshotpaint.com. Derek, you keep checking out. They keep pumping out cool projects, man. I just saw a nice.
Get on there today.
Yeah, well, I got on there. I think I looked yesterday. They had some cobalt boat that they just redid, and dude.
Well,
sexy.
they did. They just repaired Dave the Caveman Rickles Nova.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Damn, dude.
And it looks pretty sweet. So, hey, if the caveman trusts them with his Nova, pretty sure that was his baby.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't drive a Nova if it ain't your baby. But he trusts them. I would trust them. I probably need to take my truck in and get some shit done on it.
Right. They do all sorts of shit, Derek, like bed liners. They do a lot of truck accessories, so I'm sure they have a lot of options for you, Derek. But they also do hail damage. It's that time of year. It's about to get kind of hairy this weekend, from what I hear. So keep Top Shot Paint Repair in the back of your mind. If if we get some hail this weekend and storms, they do minor collision repair, any type of fender bender, which happens every fucking day here in Wichita. Window tinting, and they work with all insurance providers, so they kind of take that off your plate. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. They just go in there, get taken care of, get what you need done, and be about your day. So founded in 2013, located at 423 South St. Francis. Call 316-260-4022. Locally owned and operated.
Yes, sir.
Derek, who's our second sponsor?
Our second sponsor would be Alpha Heating and Air. And it is that time. I just kicked my AC on.
Yeah, it got too hot, didn't it?
No joke. I seriously, like right before I kicked it on, I was like, dude, I hope this works. I hope my AC, because I wait like every year I wait till it's just unbearable in my house.
Yeah.
All the windows were open. I walk in and it was still hotter than shit. So on goes the AC. I had that little momentary
You were scared, weren't you?
prayer. I was like, oh, fuck, if this doesn't work, I'm moving out. But it kicked on, thank God. But if for some reason yours doesn't kick on, call Alpha Heating and Air.
Oh, yeah.
And you can call them. They'll give you a checkup. What's that special?
They're doing a $75 spring tune-up, so they'll come check out your AC, fix it, make sure it's running really good. That way you don't have to worry about it when it gets really, really hot, which it's been 88 degrees so far this week at some point.
So my truck said 90.
Yeah, it's getting warm. And they do free estimates on replacing whole systems. That they're an LG and York dealer, and they work on and maintain any brand. I actually had him put an LG unit in my house upstairs. It's been working great. It's got a really good warranty on it, affordable. He was in and out in less than a day. And, it's been great, man.
Too, man.
Yeah, Derek, you saw it.
Yeah, it doesn't take up any space.
No, it was great.
And there's not too much duct work that goes along with it either, I don't think, is there?
No, it's got a very small profile, and it just goes inside to outside. And, I think it's got a 10-year warranty on it, so I don't got to even worry about it for a long time, But,
pretty slick.
Give, Alpha Heating and Air a call. It's that time of year. Better be safe than sorry. And don't wait till it's too late, because then you call any business in town and they're going to be booked solid fixing everybody's ACs that don't work because they waited too long.
I'm sure they're probably busy doing the same thing right now.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee it. Call 316-765-4492 or email alphahc16@gmail.com. Alpha Heating and Air. Thanks for sponsoring us, guys. We believe in your business, or we would not have partnered with you guys. Yeah. So, Derek, back to our crazy fucking weekend. We sampled lots. We drank shitload of beers of all kinds
I
from
don't
all
even
over.
think I don't think that I drank a domestic beer all weekend.
Well, you drank a Coors Light because I gave you one, and you basically chugged it.
That is true.
But I think that was the only one, probably. Looking back,
I don't know.
you might have had. Okay, so we went out to. Well, Derek, you want to tell them about fucking running and catching the queue line? I keep talking about Derek. I need to get you on the queue line, man. Let's go hang out, and sure enough, fucking.
Well, Big Country had to take off running. If you guys know me, running is not my favorite thing to do. Hasn't been for quite some time now. Yeah, we were walking between the queue lines. If you guys don't know how that works, it's every 2 blocks down Douglas, and I think a little bit off of Douglas as well.
Yeah,
But mostly down Douglas and queue line. Man, we were watching, didn't see it. Keep going. Turn around, didn't see it. Kept going. Well, we started going under the 135 overpass, and here comes the fucking queue line screaming by.
we're like, fuck.
Luckily, they seen us. They stopped, but that was about a block up.
Yep.
And I didn't want to walk any farther. So I had to just push myself and just run that last fucking block. And
It was brutal.
really thought I was going to fucking die. I thought that was going to be the end of me. I was trying to catch the queue line to go get the Nortons, man. I thought I was done for, but I survived.
Right.
I survived. Yeah. Had a pretty good fucking night.
Hey,
needed
before that, Derek, we actually went and met with Harrison Steele.
Oh yeah. We sat in Reverie Roasters, which is a very cool place. I highly recommend it. Very cool.
I didn't know they had beer.
Yeah, they got beer on tap. Leave it to us to find the coffee shop in town with some beer in it.
It was even happy hour when we were there. We're like,
Yeah.
fucking sweet. They had a lot of local stuff too. Cool.
Drank some craft beer there, and then hung out, talked to Harrison. Go check out our Artist Spotlight with him. That's the most recent episode on Podbean.
Should be just right below this episode, so just
Yeah.
look for it.
Very cool interview. I was glad we got to talk to him. That dude is kind of a deep thinker, man. I
didn't know what to expect going in there.
I didn't either, and I was going listening to it, and yeah, he had a lot of deep insight on music, and but he was still laid back enough, cool enough, just talking shit too. So I thought that was pretty, and I didn't realize that was like an hour long, close to an hour long interview that we did with him. It didn't seem like that long at all.
No, it didn't seem like
I
much.
think after I put the music and everything in there, I think it was about an hour and 10 minutes or something. And yeah, so it's good, nice, good long interview. I highly recommend checking that out. And
Yeah.
I think I probably could have put every song from his album on there. I stopped putting songs in there because I couldn't decide which songs I wanted to play in there. I know he told me which ones people really like, but I think I only ended up using one of those. And
Well, before that, I hadn't even listened to. I think I would only heard 2, maybe 2.5, because I hadn't heard the full third one, right? So, how well can you really know somebody? Never met him. You've only heard 2.5 of his songs. You try to take that and try to figure out who this person could be or who they are, put their face in it, and kind of hope for the best when you go meet with somebody. I don't realize it, Derek, but we kind of just go meet with people we just absolutely don't know, and I'd say by the end of it, we, become friends to a certain degree.
yeah, I agree with that, and I think that makes for a little bit of a more relatable interview.
And none of it's forced. Like we don't go in there with questions in mind or
No,
a script or anything written down or paper. You just grab a pint and fucking.
as in any
Shoot
podcast, you ask the I mean, there's bullet points there. There's certain things you ask, but that's because I want to know. The listener wants to know. Like,
Yeah.
Where did you start, or why did you start, or what are you doing? What have you been up to, or what are you getting ready to do? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So of course we ask that, but then it just kind of goes into wherever. I don't sit down. I used to get fucking nervous about interviewing and stuff, and anymore it's just I sit down and ask a question, or me and you ask a question, and
I just go off of what they say and a little bit and kind of think, okay, well, this is what they've kind of been doing. I wonder how they got there, or, I kind of think a little outside the box to a certain degree, and just try to get more information out of them that maybe they hadn't thought about either, about how they do things, or it's just interesting because to me it's a learning process completely for us going there and talking to them, and sometimes they get stuff out of it too, just maybe they hadn't thought about looking at something that way. Or
it's we get a lot of point of views, and I do too. There's certain stuff, especially with Harrison, that kind of made me think. I mean, he's somewhat inspirational to a point, like I like his work ethic and
right.
His attitude towards things. There's a few people in particular that we've interviewed that I kind of pull stuff from, like, work ethic, or Dusty Grant's another good one that
right.
kind of, I don't know if I want to go so far as to say inspirational, but you definitely pull some sort of, you get something back out of it. And I think we do with everybody that we interview, but there's just certain people that,
well, you're intrigued by, I think, the way people do things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the approach you would have taken probably to doing that, or setting up shows, or talking to people, or organizing things. And it's just, it's a learning process for everybody. And I think everybody kind of takes something from our interviews, even the listeners. I think, if you're listening to another artist being interviewed,
so. That's why we're doing it. To put something out there.
But go check out that spotlight, because there's some very interesting information about how his album was produced and that sort of thing that just kind of blew my mind, as soon as I heard it.
I was
so I'm not gonna spoil it, but
you can hear me in the background laughing and going, what the fuck?
Like how?
Are you fucking kidding me? But it was really good interview.
So this is vocal clickbait for all that you don't know. Go listen to the episode if you haven't checked it out. Super relaxing episode. Plus, you get to hear his music throughout it, kind of like you do.
Yeah, I actually put 4 songs in there, and I probably could have put the whole album, but I stopped.
Well, the rest of the songs, you want to hear the rest of the songs, you go buy his album.
I highly recommend you go buy his album anyway. Go talk to the dude. Dude is super, super grateful for for everybody that listens to him. And that was a good time. I highly recommend going to see him live.
Oh yeah, he plays a lot, so go check him out. You have no excuse not to go see him. So,
but we did that, and then headed down to Norton's, had dinner with some friends, and
that was good.
Drink some more craft beer. And
do after that,
eat some delicious food. The new stadium happened after that.
Man,
our old buddy Glenn Shipman, who's about to give us the rundown.
Yeah, let's do that, and then let's talk about that afterwards, Derek.
Yeah, that'll work. All right. Glenn, take it away.
Hi, this is Glenn with your ICT Radio weekly show rundown for May 16th through May 22nd. And as always, you can send me your upcoming shows to gotoshowsict@gmail.com. That's gotoshowsict@gmail.com. I'll make sure to get them listed right here on the rundown. So let's get started for Thursday, May 16th. The Lunchtime Jams with Aaron Lee Martin is going to be at noon at Wave. We have Lady and the Tramps at 5:30 at the Bike Night at Twister City. ICP, whoop whoop, At 6 p.m. at the Cotillion, we have Danji at 6 p.m. at Vorshay's. Roberto is going to be over at Fredo's at 6 p.m. Then we have the open mic with Joe Emery at 7 p.m. at the Artichoke. Matt Johnston is going to be at the Candle Club at 7 p.m. Then we have Adam Capps' album release party at 7:30 at Barleycorns. TNL and the Pre-Existing Condemptions are going to be at the Brickyard at 8. Izzy Byers is going to be at Vorshay's at 8. Saving Rain is going to be over at Mort's at 8. The Open Jam at the Elbow Room with Elbow Grease and me. We're going to start things off at 9 p.m. at the Elbow Room. Jake Gill is going to be down at the new stadium at 9. And finally, we have Brooke Blanche and Amarugi Ridge Runners at 9 p.m. at Kirby's. Friday, May 17th, we have the Lunchtime Jams with Jeremy Spring. They start off at noon at Wave. Harrison Steele is going to be over at Fredo's at 8. Then we have the Modines at noon at the ICT Pop-Up Urban Park. It's Bluegrass Night at the Shamrock. They start things at 6. Mayhan will be at Norseman Brewing Company at 6 p.m. Brian T. Meyer is going to be at Kookaburra Coffee at 6. Whitney Means and Saving Rain will be at the Artichoke at 7 p.m. Will Hogue is going to be at the Wave at 7 p.m. We have Sunshine and the Bunny at 7 as well at third place. At 7:30, we have the Lucky Losers at Vorshay's. Super 40 with Tension Drive is going to be at Norton's at 8 p.m. Good Morning Bedlam is going to be at 8 p.m. at Ecclesia Coffee House. Deja Vu will be at Mort's on the patio at 8 p.m. Then we have Across the Pond at the Candle Club starting off at 8:30 p.m. Low Frequency is going to be at Barleycorns at 9. Graveyard Witch, Bear Blood, they're going to be over at the Elbow Room at 9. Bootleg Mercy is going to be at the new stadium. Craig Twister Stewart is going to be at Snug Harbor at 9. And then we have Zephaniah Stringfield at the Shamrock. The band starts off at 9 o'clock at the Lizards Lounge. Then we have Pretend Friend with their album release party. They're going to have special guest Grassfed at 10 p.m. at Kirby's. That takes us into Saturday, May 18th. At 9 a.m., we have Mary Harrison. She's over at Want Coffee. Then MJ12 is going to be at Kookaburra Coffee at 6:30 p.m. Joe Stump is going to be at the Sweet Spot at 6:30. Reed Southall with White Lighters is going to be at 7 p.m. at the Wave. We have the Redemption Blues Band at 7 p.m. at Want Coffee. Heroes from the Abyss, Synapse, and Shiva are going to be at Barleycorns at 8. Also at 8, we at Norton's, we have Oracle Blue. Stephen Pyle is going to be at the Hopping Gnome. King Midas is going to be at Yaya's. And Mandolin Monroe is going to be at the Artichoke. The Classic Cowboys will be over at the Candle Club. Those are all 8 o'clock shows. We have the Plains at Vorshay's at 9 p.m. Bloom, False Flag ICT, Weather Vane, Witch Cradle, they're all going to be at Kirby's starting off at 9. The Opinions are going to be at the Shamrock, and then Tequila Ridge at the Lizards Lounge out east at 9. OMG is going to be over at the Port. Linneberry Wine's going to be down at the Stadium. We have Kalo at the Elbow Room. And finally, we have Brother Jukebox down in Hayesville at 3B's at 9 p.m. That takes us into Sunday, May 19th. The Acoustics Anonymous Jam is at 2:30. Then Lady D's Blues Jam will be at 8:30 at the Stadium. Don Bradley's Country Jam is going to be at Shot Time 2 at 6. We have a benefit for Jenny Wood at Mort's at noon, followed by Danji at 2:30 and Aaron and Allen at 6:30 at Mort's. Nicole Gordon at Sunflower Sessions at Riverside Park is going to start off at 4. We have Amanda Fish from Kansas City at the Shamrock at 7. Across the Pond will be at the Brickyard at 7. Violent Opposition, Knife Wound, and Roche Limit will be at the Donut Hole at 7. Then we have Andrew Weathers, Golconda, After Judo, David Lord. They're all going to be at Kirby's at 9. That takes us into Monday, May 20th. Pat's is going to be at the Candle Club at 5:30 for his acoustic show. Aaron Underwood's open mic is going to be at the new stadium at 9. Two of Hearts is going to be at the Donut Hole at 7. We have Candace and the Business Casual at Mort's at 8. Moon Machine, Sage Judd, and Brother Jukebox with Armed with Feathers and Moose. They're going to be at Kirby's at 9 p.m. Brings us to Tuesday, May 21st. Dan Luce Acoustic Jam is going to be at the stadium at 9. The Elbow Room Acoustic Jam is at the same time. We have Heavens Die, Shame Spiral, 30 November, and OTM at the Donut Hole at 7. Jennifer Byers Project is going to be at Chicken and Pickle at 7:30. That brings us to Wednesday the 22nd, just a couple events. We have Pat's at Fredo's at 5:30, and then the Ryan McGinnis 5-year anniversary party with Stumble Home is going to be at the Artichoke at 8. That does it for another packed week of live music in Wichita. Make sure you listen to us at ict-radio.com, or you can listen to us on your favorite podcast app. But as always, go to shows.
All right. Thank you, Glenn. We appreciate it. For those of you, I know they are playing. What night was it they were playing? Anyway.
I don't know, Derek.
brain fart. They're playing a Go Catch 'Em. I swear to God, dude, they get better every time. Oh, Lizards Lounge.
Oh yeah,
Playing that. I haven't been there.
Saturday, May 18th.
So make
9
sure you
p.m.
go hit them up and party with them. Because I'm telling you what, I think I might still be drunk from last Friday.
I forgot we went there for a minute. So that's the we were talking about it a little bit before the break. Now I guess we'll go back into it. After Norton's, after dinner, we ended up at a Tequila Ridge show. Dude, I've never seen so many talented musicians in a 10 square foot space.
Yeah,
there's a selfie floating around somewhere. Callahan.
yeah, he's got. There was everybody was piled into one. That'd be a pretty good picture. That one may go down in infamy.
Right.
Where's it at? But well, we know where it's at. But,
Yeah, we know who has it.
yeah, it was a good time, man. It was a good time. There was everybody was kind of hopping in there and playing with Tequila Ridge, so that made it kind of a unique thing.
Yeah, there were a 3-piece that night.
Yeah. Well,
but dude, they still fucking man. Just goes to show you how talented they are. Like they could just play with 3 or 4, doesn't matter. You know.
yeah, everybody was. Well, they had guitarists sitting in, numerous guitarists.
Yeah, some good ones too, man.
Yeah.
Shit blew my mind, dude. Some of them.
Yeah, but as always,
All
dude,
did.
as always, they're fucking killing it. They, yeah, had a blast. Like I said, I still might be drunk. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But oh yeah, dude, woke up Saturday morning and I was feeling that shit, but got right back on it when we hit it again. And see, last week on the podcast, I'm going, no, I don't think I'm going to drink that much. We got stuff to do, and I'm not going to drink that much. And
I thought Friday would have been a little more tame, and maybe Saturday would have been crazier. I think it was the other way around.
it was. I still got pretty fuckered up on both nights, but
But I think I don't know. I mean, they're pretty even days. I think they just happened in different times of day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because Saturday was definitely more day-oriented, I guess.
Yeah, it was early on. We got to
we
see some good music though. At Central Standard
went and
though.
hung out. Oh yeah. Lively Up was playing. Shit, who else was playing?
Mary Elena, and there's a whole bunch of music playing
Oh
down
yeah,
there.
and then we talked to In Retrospect, which will be our next artist spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a weekend full of good music, good times.
I like those.
Yeah, I do too. They're becoming far more frequent, and I enjoy that. I don't like the hangover so much. I'm getting pretty old, but I thought about it, and I was like, dude, I don't know how I had about half of the fucking beer menu at Central Standard.
Yeah.
Norton's.
Plus some Free State, probably, I'm sure.
Yeah, the Guava Test Sour gets me every time. See, Norton's, I had 2-3 beers, something there. And then, where else did we go? Oh, well, the Reverie, I had like 3 fucking craft beers there.
Oh, yeah, you had a Hopping Gnome from there. Hopping Gnome beer.
Yeah, I can't even remember what all I had.
It was an HBIC sour. That one's really fucking good.
Dude, pretty much every beer I was drinking was like 8% or more.
Yeah.
And I had so fucking many of them, and it was ridiculous. And I'm too old for that nonsense.
So, Derek, I did test the theory again. I had some more CBD, as soon as, in the morning or evening, whatever. I would just take a little drop of CBD and be good. So I'm telling you, you're going to have to try that.
Well, I was up there hanging out. Why didn't you give me some?
I forgot.
That would have been the fucking test.
Yeah. So next time, I'm gonna make sure to have it on hand so you can test it. Okay.
All right.
He's like, all right. Twist my arm.
I'm not real eager to fucking get to drinking again after the last weekend of
I'm having
drinking up to turn the fucking battleship around.
nice little beer right now, man.
I'll probably save mine for the weekend. We are playing at 3B's Saturday.
Hey, and before next episode comes out, we're also going to be playing at Kirby's
We will.
on Monday. Our flagship maiden voyage on the Kirby stage.
I think we will fit in well there.
I hope so.
For some reason,
I've seen so many shows at Kirby's. As long as we're ourselves, I think we're good.
seems like a good crowd. I've been in the audience for a few myself, and
We'll see how Monday goes, but then again, we might be all right. Nice little college bar, you know.
yeah. God dang it! What's that band called that we're playing with? From New Mexico, I believe.
They're from New Mexico?
The Moon
What are they
Machine.
called? Moon Machine.
I have not had a chance to listen to them yet.
I haven't either, but Richard did.
He said they were pretty unique. The girl had a unique voice. So
The Moon Machine. I'm kind of curious as what their music's like, you know.
yeah, I'm excited. We played a show with Cactus Attack not too long ago, and they were from where the hell were they from?
Man, they were from somewhere far east, man.
Yeah, like
Massachusetts or Rhode Island or something like that, I think.
Something like that.
I think Rhode Island.
That's the cool thing about music, man. That's what I like. We have multiple Oklahoma friends, and get to play with people, meet people from New Mexico and Rhode Island and
I like New Mexico, man. They're from Santa Fe, Derek.
Santa Fe. Okay, that's what
It's
I
a
thought.
4-piece. Heartfelt Grooves. I don't know. I'm gonna have to hear some. I'm gonna hit him up, Derek, and see if we get some music from him. Maybe we can put him on here or something.
I'm good with that. But at any rate, if you guys are free on Monday night, feel like catching some tunes, we'll be out at Kirby's.
It's free.
Rocking
Come
out,
listen.
yeah, free.
Hopefully we play good. I think we'll be polished though by then, since we'll have a show Saturday. I think ought to be pretty all
Yeah,
right.
Saturday, same way. If you're free Saturday, we'll be at 3B's, and that's always good.
We're playing with Michaela Brownlee, right?
Yeah, Michaela Brownlee. If you guys
She's
don't know
really
Michaela,
good.
yeah. If you don't know Michaela, you guys need to come out and check her out. You can leave after she's done if you want. You don't have to stick around for us. She's definitely worth the drive.
She's definitely up and coming. Like a lot of you people in the Wichita scene, probably never heard of her in your life. She's from around here, and we've played a few shows with her before. Just super talented.
Yeah, I think she's 15 or 16, something like that. But she was playing shows with us whenever.
Man, when we start, almost like right after we started.
Yeah, as soon as she was
Been
like
playing
12.
for a very, very long time. Yeah, but she was good back then, even.
Yeah, she's got a really good voice, and she's really, really maturing in her voice too. Like you can.
Yep.
She played up there with Gus.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't know how that was, but I heard it was good.
definitely want to check her out. I guarantee you she'll be hitting Wichita soon.
Yep.
And hopefully we're helping her get her foot in the door.
Yeah, for sure.
She's gonna blow us out of the water at some point, I'm sure. But
That's okay, man.
that's fine with me.
We play different. We honestly play. We're like such a hybrid band that
Yeah.
you blow us out of the water, that's fine. We just have our own. We do our own thing,
Yeah, she's from Wellington, the same as myself and Eric. There's also two more brothers from down here that I need to be on the lookout for as well.
Oh yeah, they're gonna come up. You're gonna see it happen. So you heard it here
They
first.
used to play with, or they probably still do play with Michaela.
Yeah.
and we've done that as well for the Wheat Festival. Trying to think if
we've played with them at Jerry's and stuff too.
Yeah, but anyway, they're really good too. They're
the next gen, dude. You know, they're totally the next generation that's gonna continue on the torch with music.
I did tell one of the brothers that we'd get an interview with them, so
yeah, that'd be cool.
Hopefully here soon. Fuck, the kid lives like a few blocks from me, I think. So I think I'd already have that interview done.
Right.
Yeah, I was like that, man. I was like seeing when youngsters, listen to me. I'm an old fart.
Youngins.
I like seeing them get interested in music and stuff. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it is.
Especially to be good at it. So.
Oh yeah, I mean they're not just some kids that people put out there and you know everybody claps and whatever. You know what I mean? Like they actually have talent. You know.
Right.
You know, nobody's just being nice to them. That's not a thing.
Yeah, and I think it will be especially helpful to them, the Wichita scene. I think there's so many artists that even was it Jake Coffee? The Coffee Brothers were in that Wichita Sessions video that we posted on ICT Radio's Facebook page, and he mentioned something about how everybody's helping everybody in the Wichita scene, and that's what makes it so special, and that's why it's growing the way it is. Harrison mentioned it in our interview. It's becoming known, dude, that it's a pretty tight-knit community when it comes to fans and musicians. Everybody, we've seen that with Jenny Wood, her whole ordeal. Jesus Christ, her whole ordeal, going through everything she's going through, and to see the community and the fans and the musicians and everybody without hesitation jump up and help her out, because it just goes every direction like that, you know. And I'm saying, like, the kids, these young kids
there's that same passion to drive children to be, you know, step up and be the next generation.
Well, because I want my kid to follow in my footsteps and
fuck yeah, you want to go out and have a beer and listen to your kid play, don't you?
Oh yeah. The same way with you want your kid to do that, and I think, you know, every musician wants their kid to follow in their footsteps, and
yeah, it's got to be pretty cool when that happens.
At least do something that they love, but music could be the one thing. But then you help them out. You help them out as much as you can, and I think that the whole community is the same way. The whole music community is the same way. When they see young kids coming up and wanting to play and the interest in music, they're going to help them. You know. Hell,
yeah, look at Maddie, man. Look at Maddie. She's been on the scene for a good minute and she's killing it.
I mean, we're old guys and we're starting out, and we've had a crazy amount of help.
Yeah.
Just telling us where to go and hooking us up with shows and
people to talk to.
Yeah, there's 100 people to thank for that. We don't have time, but you know who you are. But so yeah, man. Yeah, it's very cool.
I know.
But back to it, if you get a chance, come down. She starts at 8:00 on Saturday, and
yeah, we'll play whenever she's done. Like, I'm not in any huge rush to, you know, say, hey, you're done at 9. If she wants to play a little longer.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Go for it.
Yeah, because she's good. She usually has her brothers. I think last time she was there with Gus, she had her brothers, her whole family's.
Yeah, they're huge supportive family. They're all musicians too. All of them.
Oh yeah, good musicians too.
I know. Yeah,
I've
one of them's already on our station. Honestly,
that would be Mark Jr., right?
Yeah, he's on
Mark
there.
Brownlee Jr. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was over hanging out with him maybe a month ago or so, maybe a little bit more, and he was showing me a lot of his recordings and some of the songs that he's written and sent to Nashville to be produced and whatnot. And motherfucker, man, he's good, dude. There's some good stuff. He's a good songwriter as well as a great singer. I was telling him, dude, I was like, there's room for fucking more country artists in Wichita. Like,
Yeah. There's some decent ones, but I think there's
his brother plays, I think his brother's a drummer, if I'm not mistaken, in Morrison County.
really.
It's a fairly local band, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, that whole family's just got a music bone or something.
yeah, the dad, Mark Brownlee Sr., he was in Against the Grain. He's been doing it for –
He seems like he could play just about anything. You know,
Yeah.
instrument-wise.
well, they've all – I remember one night we were hanging out here at my house.
Dude, that was awesome. It's just a big fucking jam session,
That
dude.
was cool, yeah. Mark – well, Junior and Senior were here. And, man, Mark Sr. was just do this, play this. Hey, try this. Let's do this. We're just dicking around, man, and he's
He's got
like
the soundboard set up, all the sound system. We're just plug in.
it sounded good. Like, hell, Mark Jr. grabbed my old beat up Epiphone, like, starts fucking tuning shit. I already thought it was in tune, but it sounded even better to him. Like, got it just right, man. Had that thing fucking humming. So yeah, definitely. I and they may play Saturday night. I'm not quite sure, but guess you just have to show up and find out for your fucking selves.
Right.
But
Man. So you ready for some nader weather, Derek?
man, I don't know. Kinda.
Well, you're just hoping for not a bunch of fucking rain, basically, right?
I realized a couple weekends ago that I'm a big pussy now when it comes to weather.
But
I'm all good when it's
10 miles away.
but, that shit starts heading towards my house. I don't like it. I start turning into a bitch, like a huge bitch. But you know, it is what it is.
I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen. I don't know. We got 2 shows apparently in this severe weather window, and you know what? We're gonna be out there fucking. We need to learn this song by this weekend, Derek. We're not gonna take it. You know, just be out there fucking rocking it, dude.
Who sang that song? God damn it, your dad always used to sing it. You get drunk and tell me about it every time.
Oh, Frady Hole, dude.
yeah.
It is Hosty Duo, as a matter of fact.
Fucking, if you're scared and cold, get your hide to the Frady Hole.
Yep.
Your
Which
dad get drunk and tell me that shit all the time.
Hosty comes around. It seems like every about 6 weeks or so, I would say. He likes to play at like Lucky's here in Wichita. And
I've never caught him, man. I have to go.
dude,
check
I
it out.
have. It's fucking really good. It's like a cult following, dude. Like you go in there, everybody's got like Hosty shirts on and shit.
Right.
And it's like half of his songs, and yeah.
Hell,
Man, what for a one-man band, dude's been slaying it for a very long time. And I happen to have one of his kazoos.
Oh yeah. Yep. Seen that.
Which
I
is
thought it was-
probably not a very mass-produced item, I'm sure.
I thought it was something else sitting up on your bookcase the other day and grabbed it.
Oh,
Started whistling when I hit it. That was
didn't pan out. Didn't pan out for you, did it?
started
There?
making noises when I. Never mind. That was a joke.
Oh shit!
But anyway, well, you think it's about time for a song, and then we'll come back after the
Yeah.
break. And
Yeah, what are we gonna play?
what were we gonna play? Oh, Rivalries Aside. What song was it?
I didn't pick one. It's gonna be a surprise.
Oh, well, yep. Surprised to me too. Here's some Rivalries Aside.
Enjoy.
Don't accept the handout. Always try to be the one who rises above this.
rivalries aside.
Sigh.
Rivalries aside.
A sigh.
So, what up?
Man, that fucking band, dude, they're growing on me, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. That Bullet Ride Productions, they're on to something up there. I don't know. They're aligning with some really kick-ass bands that have graced our top 10, really, for that matter.
Yeah, I can't agree more. I will say all the production in town is
Dude.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So good.
I don't even know how. Yeah. I don't know. With how much music's being made here in town, man. I mean, it kind of comes.
Oh, and I've seen something. Luke from Red Cat, I believe he was booked until like August or something like that.
Fuck, man, we're gonna get our shit together and finish our album by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Apparently, we got easily 5 songs to go. Probably, I would think.
Yeah.
Maybe 6. I don't know. To get it done, but dude, there's got to be somebody constantly in a studio somewhere in Wichita. I mean, we just get so much music all the time, and
Oh yeah, they're always creating, man. You know they are.
it's kind of wild to see, man, because you're always seeing videos of people in the studio, and you're like, I can't wait to hear what they come out with, you know?
Yeah, Magnitude's putting out some ridiculous shit. Bullet Ride's putting out ridiculous shit. Red Cat is putting out ridiculous shit.
Do you think vinyls are on a comeback, dude?
I see that Parallax is having a vinyl release party
Yeah.
first. Which
I saw that Zero to Panic was considering releasing a vinyl.
Hey man, I'm vinyl, dude. I like vinyl. There's something about and we talked when we talked to Alex Thomas. He was the same way. You know, he likes his vinyl, and
You can hold it, you know, and it's like
there's something there. Honest to God, I think there's something to this. Like you pull that record out of the sleeve. You got to put it down in there just right, you know. So
Yeah.
you focus on it, you put it down there, and then you got to drop that needle just right on there. I swear to God, it tunes you into your music. Like you care about it. You know, just fucking hit play on your phone, you know.
Yeah, and you got to take care of it if you want to continue to listen to it. It's not like you can re-download it or, you know.
Like you sit there and you put that on there, and then you sit and you listen to it. That's what you do. Your phone, you fucking hit play on Spotify, you put that shit in your pocket, and you fucking take off. You could be doing 9,000 things all at once, not even paying attention. Music's just background, you know. It's just
Right.
white noise at that point. I think like a record.
Oh, you're dedicating your time to it if you're going to go about listening to one, you know?
Well, I mean, you listen to in a record is typically 5 songs or something like that on one side, and then
Yeah.
you know about the same on the other, and so I don't know. It kind of breaks it up when that side's over. You flip it over, you do it again, and you fucking listen. And
But you can't like hit skip. You know, there's no like skip button or.
well, you
You
can,
know,
but you got to really, really want to. You got to pick that fucking needle up,
Yeah.
and put it down just right, and there's no point in it.
No.
Let them play.
Yeah.
And then when I go to a record store, I can sit in there and thumb through fucking vinyl like I'm at a fucking library, dude. Go through there and fucking just look and look and look. You never know what you're going to come across. There's shit I forgot about that I've come across at a record store. I'm like, got to buy it. But, I mean, I don't have an extensive vinyl collection, but
That's why I bring it up. I think it might be slowly on the uptrend.
I don't
again,
know.
you
I don't know if it ever maybe trending.
I mean, downtrended. You know, like I mean, once you were able to have CDs and cassette tapes and then CDs, obviously it was easier to carry around a whole pack of CDs, in your little CD case things and even tapes. You can't just carry around fucking bankers boxes of vinyl. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like everywhere you go. So I mean, it became more of a convenience thing, but now I think it's coming back because people like the quality that you get out of and just the nostalgia and experience.
Well, I
that you
mean, I
get out of
wouldn't
a
say
vinyl.
that the sound from vinyl is the most
Well,
quality, crisp thing you can get, but I also think
it's unique though.
it is. Like I love the sounds of the hiss, the pop, and the crackling, and I like that. I don't know.
And I think that's why people gravitate towards it a little bit. It's pretty raw.
I think there's
mean,
just there's an experience, I guess, to it. And I mean, I don't want to fucking get dramatic and say godly experience when you listen to a record, but there is. I mean, I think there's a connection with your music when you put a record on. And I told Zero to Panic I'd be all for a fucking vinyl. Like, let me know, Parallax. I'm going to that show. And
yeah.
anybody out there listening, man, you guys got a band? I want to put some vinyl out. I want to get some with our band. I don't
That'd
know.
be cool.
I'll just put a handful of them out there just to fucking just to have them. I doubt anybody's going to pay $20 to $25 to hear Brother Jukebox on a vinyl, but I want it for me. I think it'd be cool, but yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much it costs. I know it's way more expensive.
Oh, I'm sure it's
But
unreal expensive, but
yeah, I just don't know when it makes sense, you know.
it's kind of a cool thing. You know, Parallax has quite a few albums out. Zero to Panic the same way. Once you get a certain following, I'm sure they have, it makes sense because it's a cool, unique, not unique, but pretty unique. You know,
I'm reading here, Derek, that it costs for 100 LPs costs you anything from $1,200 to $1,600. That means in order to break even, you'd have to sell one unit for at least $16 if your input costs were on the higher end. So I mean, your range is probably $15 to $35. You know, if you're looking to press and sell vinyl today, that's probably what you're looking at. But I mean, dude, I mean that's a one of a kind thing, and you got to think that artist probably didn't make. I mean, they're probably only getting 100 because that's a lot of fucking money to put down, you know. So I mean, it's kind of a very more rare thing these days to have, you know, a vinyl from an active band. And now I'm not talking like the huge bands because I'm sure they release vinyls and shit like that.
yeah. And you go into the record store and you see all sorts. I mean, you can get fucking Tupac's greatest hits fucking vinyl and shit. You know, they never stopped making vinyl. It just the frequency that people would buy it, I'm sure, fucking slowed way down. But
yeah, I mean, I think your market's smaller, you know, because not everybody has a record player, and you know,
it's a more specialized thing, I'm sure. Yeah,
and I think just the price of albums have dropped throughout history. You know, everybody kind of expects. I mean, the standards kind of changed completely to like $1 a song on Apple, iTunes.
Yeah, but you get what you
whatever. But you get what you pay for.
Did you notice that? Did you notice that whenever songs started getting more convenient and cheaper, the quality went down? It's because it's mass produced.
Yeah, it's because it's not something physical that you have to hold. There's less cost that goes into it, so you can sell it cheaper. But
I just kind of put these two together now, just thinking about it. But like I was saying before, when you just put it on your phone, you put it in your pocket, and then you go about your day, like work or cleaning the house or whatever. Then it's just background noise. You're not listening to it. It's got a good beat to it, so it keeps you fucking moving. You're not listening to the words,
right?
You know. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe I don't know. That might be a issue to delve into one of these days, like really get into, because it seems like the more convenient the music, the shittier it is.
I do think it'd still be like if you have a really good following for your band, there's no reason you couldn't release an album in vinyl.
Well, that's what I was saying. I mean, I think like Parallax and Zero to Panic and
Yeah,
a lot of bands in Wichita, I think, would have really good luck with.
yeah. I think you're spot on. You gotta have. I mean, you're gonna buy 100 copies. You know, when you get it produced, but I think you're gonna sell pretty much all of them. You know, if you're a band with a good following.
Oh yeah.
And once they're gone, they're kind of gone. I mean, you're probably not going to go back and order another 100, are you? I mean, probably not.
Well, it depends on how quick the first one's sold. But
Well, it's easier to sell 100 than 500. You know, what do you want to be stuck
But,
with? Stack of 300 records you can't sell. You know,
to me, like Parallax is doing it right. You know, vinyl release party, and you're going to go there, and they're probably going to sell a good portion of that.
yeah,
You know.
they'll probably easily sell a fraction of. You know, if they get 100, I bet you they sell 20. You know, So,
Yeah, and
at least. So that's a good showing. I mean, and then you can take that with you to every show you play from there on out. Like, hey, check it out, we got some vinyls, you know, available. Like,
I really like the idea. I think it's something there's a hook right there to me. You know, but a lot of the reason why I'm going is because I think it's cool as fuck that somebody's doing a vinyl release
yeah,
party. So
yeah, it's pretty rare, and
especially fucking heavy metal, you know.
oh yeah, that's something different for sure. Especially for local, I can
But
see like big huge
think about
bands
that.
doing it, but
Think about the vinyl, the cover. Think about the artwork, dude. Parallax has some of the fucking coolest artwork.
well, come on, you know who
Yeah, that's true.
designs it.
I'm sure Catlett does it or has a hand in it, and it's
I'm-
really cool shit, dude. I really like their artwork. Like,
And I'm sure it helps that he's a producer as well to a
Yeah.
certain degree. I'm sure he knows people in the industry that maybe he's not paying $16 a copy. Maybe, you know, maybe the cost goes down a little bit, or I don't know.
I don't want to talk to that guy.
I know he actually hit me up today, Derek, and he said we just need to get back with him. It was actually like Mother's Day, so I understand. We
Yeah,
try to get with him. So
that was last minute, but yeah,
things happen, but
I
we're
really
gonna get with
do.
him. Be on the lookout with that one. Be on the lookout with Kenny. We're gonna be talking, or we're not gonna be talking to him. I think Glenn's probably gonna talk to him. That's gonna be probably pretty soon.
Got a few other ones. I don't really want to name drop until they're 100% sure. I've had a few back out lately.
You never know.
No offense. That wasn't a shot at anybody. Shit happens. People get busy.
But we have.
I don't want to promise. I don't want to promise a listener something that we don't.
But I will say, if you're actively looking to talk to us, hit us up. We'll try to accommodate that.
Yeah, I went back. I wrote down names. I've slowly been getting a hold of people. If I haven't got a hold of you, like I said 100 times before, don't freak out. I'm going to talk to everybody. I wish I would have clarified in that post that day with, like, what do you have to promote? So I kind of sorted out from there. That would help me tremendously. That was my own boo-boo. I didn't realize it was going to hit as hard as it was going to hit. But I've been kind of sorting through it, and we've got some more interviews lined up. Dates, I don't know, but yeah. So Glenn Shipman is going to be talking to Kenny Ballinger, hopefully. This is per Glenn. And Glenn doesn't lie to me.
Right.
I don't think he does anyway. So hopefully we get that one. And I don't know how long they've been friends, but I'm sure they're pretty good friends because Kenny trusts him with the open jams and to make tacos in his establishment. And
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
when
you
you
don't
let
want
a
some
man-
bad food poisoning your customers. And shit.
when you let a man make tacos in your bar, you probably know him. So hopefully that's a good interview. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't be. Probably maybe better than we could have done it.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like we were talking with the Harrison Steele interview, we come at it from a side of it where we don't really know you that well, so we're going to ask those simple, silly questions that maybe other people are out there thinking,
Yeah, for sure, man.
So, but at any rate, I know Glenn, if you're listening to this and you do have a question, go to ICT Radio's Facebook page. Scroll down just a little bit. I don't know how many posts you got to sift through, but there's one on there where Glenn asked, "What would you want to ask Kenny?" And there were some good questions on there. Some about his beard, and others about the state of live music and just all sorts of stuff. So,
Yeah. So, Derek, we talked about vinyl a little bit. Now we're going to move a little step forward, right? I'm looking at like what it costs to release a cassette tape these days. Now, this is probably more rare, Derek, that people even have a cassette player anymore, right?
Mhm.
Unless you got that baby boomer who still has a cassette tape or player.
I'm raising my hand.
Yeah, my dad has one too, and but I did get to see this, and it was very interesting. At the Meat Fest last year, I got to hear some really good bands, and I heard a really, really good band that I really liked, and told him who I was, gave him a card, and he was like, "Far out, man," and he handed me this. It was a cassette tape, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, well, what the hell am I going to do with this? Like I can't, like I don't personally have a cassette player, but you open it up, and it comes with digital download of the album.
Oh, right on.
So this might be another option. It's a really cool way to package things.
I've seen him. I've seen him at local shows at the Cotillion and stuff, and I want to say Kill Vargas had
Did they?
a cassette, or I know it was at the Kill Vargas show at the Cotillion. So somebody was playing with them. Maybe Sutphin had it.
Yeah. I think it's just a really interesting way to package your album. I mean, you're looking at, depending on what you want, graphics and case and engraving, cover, digital download sort of thing.
Yeah,
Basic. You're looking at a lot cheaper than vinyl, but just another interesting way to package your album. And
as far as packaging and as far as something to catch your eye at the consumer's eye, yeah, that's definitely something, especially if you put the digital download in there as well.
yeah, like for me, I can't
Most
put this
people
in a
don't have
tape.
cassette player.
Well, I can't put this in a cassette player because I don't have one. But guess what? If I open it up, I can.
You need to bring that bitch down here sometime when we're drinking. We'll throw it in the old cassette player. I've never
Yeah,
used
man.
it. I have one, but it's I got the record player cassette player thing.
Yeah,
going
the
on.
combo.
I never see me. I didn't really like tapes. I was in that.
I
kinda in
did.
that-
That's where I grew up in tapes, dude.
I was in that generation of where like I had tapes when I was little.
You kind of like it was kind of vinyl. There was tapes there for a minute, and then you went right into CDs, probably,
See,
right?
I wasn't too much into the vinyl when I was a kid.
No,
A little bit, but it was
it was probably mostly radio and then CDs.
yeah. Like my mom had a shitload of tapes of cassettes. Listened to a lot of them, stole a lot of them. And then, yeah, it just kind of went to CDs, and then I started stealing her CDs and shit. But, yeah, so I never really got on the tapes. All the tapes that I had usually wore out, Wasn't a huge fan of cassette tapes, but
But I just think today it's an interesting way to say, hey, here's my album. They can hold it, yet it can still be digital. They can put it on their phone.
I'm actually getting some ideas with our band for
Yeah.
some digital downloads and all
I think
that.
it'd be kind of cool, man. I just like that, that sort of things. But I will say that the tape is real. You can put it in a tape player,
Right.
and it'll play. Which, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked it. Like I said, I've been at the Cotillion, and that's what caught my eye out of the whole merch booth was a fucking cassette sitting there. Holy shit, that's cool.
Honestly, it probably takes up less space than a CD. unless you got a flat, packaging. But
Yeah, man.
yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. It's just interesting looking at packaging and, going from generation to generation to generation. We've kind of been a part of all of it. And, where we're stuck at today. And we still utilize vinyl and cassettes and CDs for that matter. And
what's good is good. I mean, when people like something, they're going to go back to it, Now, I know, like my grandma, she had a pile of fucking 8-tracks, and
right, yeah.
Kid going back to that, I listen to a lot of 8-tracks and shit too. Now you don't see those much. I don't really know why. That was right before my generation. But I mean, what you like is what you like. I mean, that's always going to stay there, and what your preference. We've been, like you said, through that whole boom, that whole from tapes to CDs to Napster.
Oh yeah, pirating.
We went through all that shit, and now, like, I go back. I use my phone a lot to listen to music, but I would prefer vinyl or CD.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just like it better. Obviously, I'm not going to walk around with a fucking Discman on my hip.
That used to be the standard, though, man.
I know. I've done it. So I said I'm not doing it again.
Shit's all skipping, dude.
No. You get the fucking ones with the anti-skip.
Well,
that was the biggest crock of bullshit I've ever heard. Anti-skip. It always skipped. It's still skip. They're fucking liars, dude.
Right.
Fucking $15 for a fucking anti-skip thing that you put on your fucking dashboard. Still skip. Lying motherfuckers. But at any rate. Yeah, I don't know. I just well, if it's good music, it's good music. It really doesn't matter how it comes across, as long as you're standing there, you're listening to it. Yeah. Vinyl or iTunes or Spotify or cassette tapes or whatever. It's good music is good music.
Yep.
So
that has never changed. Music's been good or not. That has been the constant.
Yeah, and there's still good music out there. So
yep.
I think there's, our town. We're in that vortex. I'm sure every other decent sized city anywhere. I mean, there's good music going on in our little 8,000 person town here,
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, kind of rambling now.
Yeah, man.
But
yeah, well, now you got me looking at 8-track players on eBay.
Yeah, man, I listened to it. My grandma just had that shit there, so I'd listen to it.
Right.
A lot, I don't know. That's where I heard a lot of good music, that and the good old AM radio. But anyway, well, let's get on out of here, man. We've annoyed these fine folks long enough.
Hey, thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate all you subscribers. You get these episodes first, our spotlights, top 10 countdowns. Yeah.
Listen to us live. Request songs. Get on there and request who you want to hear.
Yep.
That's an option now.
Yep. Do that. That's on our Listen Live page at ict-radio.com.
We want to thank Top Shop Paint Repair. Go check them out on Facebook. They got some really cool shit. Like every week, they got something cooler and cooler. So,
yep.
Alpha Heating in there. Yeah. Make sure to give them a call because you're going to need them.
Yep, you will.
Go out and find you some shows.
Come see us. Come see us this weekend or Monday if you free.
Come find us. Come buy us a beer. Come buy me a beer.
Hey, I want one. Selfish asshole.
Come buy us a beer. But at any rate,
who are we gonna play going out, Derek?
Uche and the Crash.
Man, this is great. Check it out.
It's a good one, brand new one, I think.
Yep,
a few weeks old. So enjoy it. We'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Sound the alarm. See, there's a man overboard. Witnesses say that he fell on his sword. Run the wrong way, down on one-way street. Don't be surprised by all the trouble you meet. Yet another good man down. There are too many haters in this town. And a crowd will gather around just to watch an old-fashioned breakdown. 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 Whoa, breakdown. See, when there's fire, the smoke, it makes a hell of a cloud. People will come from miles around. Yeah, they'll prod and they'll pull.